Hi guys, so in this exercise we're going to do this kitchen base unit, right? So what I did here, I have already marked out my lines for the side pieces, for the two side pieces, right? So what I did was, in order to save on the material that I used, I just, and this is just a prototype, I cut out this and I measured these side pieces at 16 inches. So I was able to get 3 pieces from this. So at 16 inches, I'm just going to cut out this. So let me just cut out this here and we'll move forward. So I cut the one piece already. So this is the one piece here. Now I'm going to cut the other piece. So I have my next piece here and my next piece here. So after cutting out my two side pieces, I want to cut out the toe kick, which is 4 inches from the bottom and 4 inches coming across. So measure the 4 inches from the bottom and 4 inches coming across. Take my little combination square and I'm going to mark out where my 4 inches fall. Right, so I have my toe kick with my hand saw. See, never, not a problem using hand tools, eh? Cut out for my first toe kick, right? I'll do the same thing for the other one. So after cutting my side pieces, I have to cut the top rail and the bottom rail. So I'm going to use this to cut the top rail and the bottom rail. Now this, as I said before to you guys, this is my makeshift table saw. So I'm going to use my makeshift table saw to do what I have to do. Right, so I got my pieces for the base, for the 4-inch base, and I got these two pieces I will use for the top rail and the bottom rail or the middle rail for the cabinet, right? So let's stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm going to assemble my pieces together. So I know that this is the thickness of my ply right here, right? And I'm going to now mount this frame, this base, to the edge of here, right? So it's going to go to the edge of here like this, right? So because I know the thickness, what I do is I just put this on the edge here, and I scribe this line, and I do the same thing on the opposite side, and I scribe that line, because what I want to know is where my screw or my nail is going to fall when I screw it into this here. So I do not put that line to indicate that. I take my drill with a 1/4 inch spade bit, and I pre-drill. Three holes. Now if you have a nail gun, you could shoot some nail in this and then you could pre-drill after. But if you don't have a nail gun, then you could use this, right? My nail gun is giving some trouble, so that's why I'm using that. I have my knuckle drill with my Phillips head bit on it to drill in the screws. And I have my screws here. So, with the first side piece that I have, I just want to mount this on this right here. Right?
You're done. Come here.
I offer this up. Put in 2 holes for now. Let's put in 2 screws for now just to get this to stand. I'm going to put in the next side piece. Right? So I have my front. I'm going to turn this to the back, and this is my back piece here. And this back piece here is going to go on the inside of this here. Now I cut this the front piece to the width that I want this this base here to be. So I already have this established. I went on my miter saw and I cut this front piece to 17.25, and now I need to put this in on the inside here, but it wouldn't be 17.25 because the thickness of these 2 pieces will apply for the inside here, right? Based on the measurement that I have for 17.25 for the width of the unit. So the 2 scrap pieces of wood, that's why I would throw away scrap. My 2 scrap pieces of wood, I put them together like this. And I just put them in the middle of this here. And I scribe a line. And one time I determine the thickness that I need to take off to put this to fit in between. So stay tuned for that. So once I did that, and I cut it on my miter saw or with your hand saw, you fit this inside to the bottom of your base cabinet unit. You take your drill with your spade bit on it, and you pre-drill where this is going to fall. And you take your screws and you screw in this. You line it up till it's flush to the back edge. And you repeat this. So when you finish like this, you know, which is your base here, right? You're going to realize that based on this, you need to now do your top rail, which is what I have here already cut out to the measurement. So now I'm going to do the same thing as what I did and cut out my top rail and put my top rail in. Stay tuned for that. So now I'm going to put in the top rail. So I have my screw line up. I did all the pre-drilling, countersinking. So this here I just cut out for my base. So you see I have no base, no bottom. So I cut out for my base and I'm going to fit this in here now. Alright. So my base fitting nice. Right? Nice and tight. Let's start to screw on that right now. And on the top here, in the front here, I have nothing in the front here. Open. Already cut it here, my top rail, but my top rail is not going to go like this. It's not going to go like this. And the reason is because I already have I'm going to do a face frame on this, based on the drawing. I'm going to do a face frame. So, for my top rail, for this part, I'm going to put it flat on top. Flat like this. I'm going to put it flat. And the reason is because then we have to put our countertop on top of this. So, put it flat, so there's a area for when you put on the countertop that it can be screwed to the top of this. And on the, not on the edge, but on the facing of it. So, same thing apply. Pre-drill, countersink. And my screw. Right? Looking good so far. We're looking good. You guys will do a good job as well. And this method is used to build kitchen base units and even upper cabinets. The only difference with the upper cabinet is that you don't have to put a toe kick. You just make it up upper cabinets in a square. Right? So, this is my base unit for my kitchen base unit for my base cabinets. Right? As you can see in the drawing, we did the side, we did the base, we did the toe kick, we did the the back rail, we did this front rail, but we did it, as I said, face and not on the edge. And now we want to do a face frame for this whole unit. We want to face frame this unit. This one can have a drawer for a drawer as well, but we want to face frame this whole unit. So let's face frame it. Stay tuned for that. Okay guys, so we're going to now